I'm here with Jack and Annie from Frog Creek, Pennsylvania, who have an exciting mystery tale to share. Before you tell us about your adventure in New Orleans, please tell us a little about what happened before the trip.
Well, my brother Jack and I found a treehouse in Frog Creek Woods, and the treehouse is magic.
Right. The treehouse belongs to sorceress Morgan Le Fay. It's filled with books, and the books can transport us to different places and times.
Interesting. So you work with Morgan Le Fay?
Yes, and Merlin the Magician as well. He is who asked us to go to New Orleans on the quest to find the musician Louis Armstrong.
Louis Armstrong is the king of jazz music. He's meant to grow up and bring happiness to the world. But he didn't know that when he was younger, and it was our mission to find Louis in New Orleans, Louisiana, and get him on track.
Thank you for sharing that. Please tell us about what happened on the mission.
It began with us meeting Teddy and Kathleen at the treehouse.
Teddy and Kathleen are young magician friends of ours. Merlin sent them to give us information about the mission.
We won't give him much information about how to find Louis, but we were given clues Teddy and Kathleen told us. That Louis Armstrong was born in 1901. As a teenager, Louis performed with kid bands on the street of New Orleans. When he was older, he played with older musicians in the dance halls on Mississippi River boats. And when Louis was 21 years old, he moved to Chicago. We were also given a picture of an old Louis playing a trumpet for a crowded room.
Annie felt like that was all we needed to find Mr. Armstrong.
Was it?
Well, we needed one more piece of information. What day and year it was. The magic treehouse teleported us to New Orleans.
He said it was October 31st, 1915.
Which meant Louis Armstrong would be 14.
So we knew he hadn't moved to Chicago yet, and it was at an age where he'd be playing with other kids in the streets.
We couldn't use the picture we had of him because it was when he was older, but we asked the milkman where kid bands might play. He told us the Jackson Square in the French Quarter.
What's the French Quarter?
It's a part of New Orleans that's filled with art, music, and colors.
It's also the oldest part of the city.
It's the most haunted part in America. Louis wasn't there when we got to Jackson Square, though.
But we asked around, and turns out Louis went by the nickname Dipper. After some digging, we were told he was at the River Cafe, not in Jackson Square.
We assumed he would be performing music at the River Cafe, but when we found him, he wasn't playing music.
He worked there. He was working a lot of places, even loading and unloading coal so he could support his family.
And he didn't want to play music because of that.
So you found him with the clues that you were given?
Yes, we found him, but it wasn't us who convinced him to play music for the world.
So who was it?
Ghost.
See, we were in New Orleans on October 31st, Halloween. But in New Orleans, they call it All Saints' Eve, and it's supposed to be the day spirits visit our world.
A group of ghost pirates found us while we were helping Louis with his work. They were rude and demanding ghosts, but when Louis played music for them, they danced and had fun.
That's what reminded Louis Armstrong how much he loved playing and how special it could be.
Well, thank you, Jack and Annie, for coming and sharing your story with us.
Well, thank you for welcoming us to your place.
Thank you for having us. He worked there. He was working a lot of places. Dang it.
We couldn't use the picture we had of him because it was like...
Are you nervous about our next scene?
Go.
Skipped like a whole line. We couldn't use the picture.
Ghost.
No!
We couldn't use the picture we had. A group of ghosts pit.